What's up guys, Cass here from GiveWave Studios, and on this one I'm going to show you guys how to basically assemble these pieces so that your end result looks like these awesome remote bomb spheres from Breath of the Wild. We'll be working on two versions, the smaller keychain version and the medium version that has a hidden on-off button inside of it, and we'll also have a surprise at the end of the video. And yeah, let's get it. Alright, so we'll start off with the small one, which is probably the easier one to assemble. Super simple functionality, twist on and off function. The batteries are located inside of the ball itself. You can find replacement for these at your local CVS or Walgreens. They are LR41 button cell batteries, and when you twist tightly enough, it turns on and it'll just automatically cycle through colors. Right? So that's the operation. And as far as assembly, the layout that you guys see right here is pretty much what we're going to do. This layout is going to go directly on the bottom. This is going to go at the top, preferably while your keychain is off. Make sure it's nice and centered, and this guy is going to go around the middle until it attaches on the other end. So super simple, basically just going to put this together with some Gorilla Glue. So I'll fast forward through those steps and catch you guys for that. And that's that. Took me less than 5 minutes to put all of this together. You don't want to put glue on all of the long strip. You want to do it by sections, just to make sure that you're not putting it on crooked as you're going, because you can't see the other side of the sphere. But now we twist our little doohickey on, and we have a light up remote bomb, round type. Alright, on to the next one. So the medium version is probably just as easy. There's just one extra step, which is the two 3D printed pieces that you see here. We're just going to glue them into each other like this. And so you can glue these two parts to each other with Gorilla Glue, hot glue, or some epoxy. This would probably be my recommended method of choice, only because this is probably going to last the longest. You could put it on a keychain, you could wear it as a prop, and it will most likely won't fall or break off of you. These, I can't guarantee these are going to last you very long, although if you don't plan on wearing it, these will work just as well. I'm going to heat this up a little bit. What I want to do with this is just curl it ever so slightly so that it follows the shape of the dome, over exaggerate the curve that I want it to take, because you want this to sit flush on the ball. Stands up on its own type of situation, like that. Okay, pretty good. And I'll just drop this in place here. And what you want is that the foam just kind of kisses the edge of your ball. Okay, might take you a couple of tries to get this right. You can always reheat the foam, retry again until you get a shape that fits. So in case you guys are wondering, I put a piece of tape upside down, so sticky side up, and then I took two other pieces of tape, sticky side down, so I can glue it to a surface, and I put the small little bits on there, so as I spray paint this, these don't go flying everywhere, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of painting these. Plasti dip it first, and then I'm going to use a hammered paint, links in the description, and then I'll put everything together. Okay, and now with all of our parts painted, we'll just start up with assembly. I did two sizes of these because I realized that this was a little too chunky when I tried it on, so this is actually the piece you'll be getting with the medium size one. It's a lot more screen accurate. And speaking of screen accuracy, in the small one I made the pointy bits towards the center. It's actually the opposite, so it should be the circle towards this thing coming out. So, but you'll see it when I install it on this one. All right. So for this one, the first step is going to be to glue the piece that we curved onto the edge of the cap, as we spoke about earlier. So in order to do that, I'm going to put the glue on the edge of the cap itself. Okay, and with that installed, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to put it on the opposite side of the button. Just a dollop of it. You don't want to do too much, just enough that it's able to stick there. And then I'm going to grab my centerpiece and just plotch that right down. And once you have this going, you're going to go ahead and turn it to the underside. Now this is going to take a little bit of guessing, so you're just going to want to look at it at all angles and make sure that you are putting it smack dab in the center. And once you have more or less where you want this to be, you can go ahead and mark it with a pencil or an awl or something like that. Just two of the edges, really, so you know where it is that you're putting it after you've put your glue down. So once we have our piece installed, now we can go ahead and move on to the middle ring. So you want to start with one of the thicker pieces, just kind of visualize it right down the center, and then you want to glue it bit by bit. Don't try to glue the whole thing at once, just so you can make sure that it's level all the way around. And once you have this installed, that's pretty much it for this one. Remember, you have your hot glue on one side, which means that the other side of this should be your on and off button to click on and go through all of the modes with your two parts glued to the cap. Now you can just twist that and the whole thing comes off. And if you ever want to change your batteries, you can go ahead and reach in and grab those batteries in there. Just slide them right out. They're CR2032s. I'll have links in the description for the batteries, but you can find them at any CVS or Walgreens. So that's your small, your medium, and your life size. Can't even fit it on the frame. There we go. Life size one. Now this one, unlike the others, it is 2 halves of a sphere. Okay. Same concept as the other one before it, except that you're just going to use contact cement for this, and you can glue all the parts together. So you have this piece that glues to this cylinder, that glues to that, and then the outer edge, the middle detail here, gets glued to only one end. That way you can slide it into itself and it locks in magnetically. And for the lights, you're going to grab the LiPo battery that it comes with. This one's dead right now, but it fits right inside of the holder in here. So this is where you would stick it, and that's where it would stay. And you would plug in your lights and just arrange them inside of your piece. I'm going to use this guy who should have some charge. There we go. Okay, so let's say that this was cylindrical and it's set there. You can arrange the lights around your battery. Just kind of hold them there with packing tape, or you can arrange them inside of your sphere. There's plenty of room to do stuff, and if you're the type of person that is good with electronics, you can even do some cool Arduino stuff in here and have like some effects going for this. And that's it for this one, guys. I hope it was useful. Hope you guys learned something from it. If you guys want to purchase any of these DIY kits, links will be down in the description below. They're available on GiveWave Studios, Etsy shop, and GiveWaveStudios.com. In any case, this has been Cass from GiveWave Studios, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.